Have you ever feared that anything you do or anywhere you go has a darker side to it? Well, get ready for this Fortnite creepypasta. Fortnite isn't just a game to me anymore. It's become a distraction, a way out, a lifeboat in the sea of uncertainty that is my life. When I can't cope, I turn to Fortnite. When I can't eat or sleep or concentrate, there is always Fortnite. It's Fortnite that pushes the awful thoughts away from my mind. It's Fortnite that stops me from doing terrible things to myself. I may have no friends, no family, but I have Fortnite. And I have June. That's what I call her. The default skin with the chocolate brown ponytail. The ponytail that looks so soft that I can't stop myself from imagining what it would feel like to run my fingers through it. It's June who comes to me in my dreams. It's June who is there for me when no one else is. She is not just a character in a game. She is more real to me than anything has ever felt. In my dreams, I see her smile, urging me to fight, to plow down everything in my way, to never give up, and I don't, because what will my life be without her? It's 3 a.m., and I can't sleep. June, June, June is all I can think about. I get up, stretch, and make my way over to my laptop. It's open, and Fortnite is already loaded up. The face of my beloved June is smiling at me from the lobby. As usual, her hands were rested gently on her hips, her soft brown eyes following my every move. The theme begins to play, and instead of facing forward, my beloved June is facing me. The smile does not leave her face, and my eyes do not leave hers. I see her chest move, like she was breathing, like she was alive. Suddenly, I saw her hand outstretched towards me. The green, fingerless gloves I adore, the same ones that hold the heavy guns, but still look so soft and warm. I wanted to hold them, to make her feel like she's loved, the same as she makes me feel. I see her hand push against the inside of the screen, reaching for me. Without even realizing it, I feel my fist smash against the glass. My mind was spinning. My only thought was that I had to get her out. I had to touch that hand for myself. I feel my fist slam harder against the screen of my computer. With every punch, the background becomes more distorted, but the image of June only becomes clearer. My computer is lying on my desk, smashed to pieces. My breathing is heavy and my vision blurry. There is something sitting in its place. Someone. Through my dizziness, I can see it's her. June is sitting before me, her legs dangling over the table. Her hand is still reaching me, and I feel my breath catch my throat. I lean into her, her warm hand on my cheek, feeling like everything I'd ever wished for. I took her hand in my own and kissed it gently. She giggled softly as my lips brushed against her fingers. She slides off the table, and her arms slip around my neck. I feel her warm breath against my face as she embraces me. I feel her perfect lips trace my jawline, and my heart flutters. She leans closer, her breath now soft against my ear. "Let's play Fortnite," she whispers. I nod, unable to speak because of the awe I still felt. I was not aware of what she was about to make me do. "Follow me," she smiled, her soft, chestnut brown eye winking at me. Joining hands once more, June led me towards the door to my room and out into the corridor. She pulled me into the kitchen, the familiar purple glow surrounding a knife that rested on the counter. This all felt like a daze, a dream, but I certainly never wanted to wake up. "Why don't you take it?" June laughed gently. I did as my lady pleased, and picked up the knife without a second's thought. It felt cold and heavy in my hands, but also somewhat right. See, it feels so good, doesn't it? I felt my head nodding without my control, but I didn't fight it. She knows me better than anyone else. We were meant to be together forever. In the reflection of the blade, I saw my lips mouthing those very words. Together forever, together forever, together forever, together forever. over and over, as if I could not stop. But we can't be together. They won't let us. They think I'm just a character in a game, I hear June whisper to me. I stop, clenching my fist tightly around the blade. I couldn't imagine life without June by my side. Not now. Not now that I had finally run my hand through her silky tresses and kissed her smooth, soft skin. I feel my hand reach up, carefully brushing the hair out of her face. She was real. We will prove them wrong, June. I'll make sure of it. Suddenly, I heard a door creak open, and I turned to see the face of my roommate. Who were you talking to? He stares at me with a look of disdain. How is he not seeing June? Don't you see her? He simply looked at me like I was the delusional one. A huge wave of pure rage engulfs me. He who was June warned me about. Without thinking, I lunged at him with the knife. All I could think was, June, June, June. The blade led the way, slicing into the flesh of the disbeliever. Scarlet drops clung to the end of the knife, slowly letting go one by one and crashing to the floor. The stain left on the heat hen's clothes spread like a blot of ink, his energy ebbing away with every growing second. I feel the grin on my face grow wider as I slash further, the cool, crimson blood splashing onto my face. My roommate dropped to his knees, weak and helpless, an image I recognized all too well from my hours upon hours of Fortnite. June held a baseball bat in her hands, the one I never played with. Finish him off. I breathed heavily as I grabbed the bat from her open hands. She smiled so peacefully. I knew what I was doing was right. Surely it must be. I'm doing it for her, aren't I? My hands raced higher, then plunged with a great force, hitting him again and again. His now labored breathing was growing weaker with every blow. Had he been screaming? I couldn't say. His power was failing him, flying away from his body. 10 HP left. I hit one more time, and the body collapsed, colliding with the floor. His blood run from his mangled corpse like a river of red, leaving its vessel and rivulets across my kitchen floor. The sight of his body snapped me out of my daze. It should have gone by now. Why is there so much blood? She didn't tell me about the blood. I turned to June, and my heart dropped. The beautiful image that was once there vanished without a trace, leaving no evidence to prove she was really there. They must have taken her, my beloved. How could I have let my guard down like this? I fumbled for my keys and ran out the door into the night, the bloody baseball bat clenched tightly in my grasp.